Hey guys, how you doing? It's just a moment. We're getting started shortly. Hey Greg, welcome, buddy.
Hey guys.
Hey Greg.
All right. Hey guys, how you doing? It's just a moment. We're getting started shortly. Oh, now we got this. Hey. There we go. Pause that. Cool. Ready to rock and roll.
Sound check.
Sound check is good. All right. All right, guys. So welcome to a special edition of Super Saturday Training with myself, Rich Guzman, Anastasia, and we have a special guest. His name is Greg Davison. This man needs no introduction, but I'm going to say it because it's very important that I share a little, quick about how I met him and everything. Back in 2008, I met Greg Davison, and we met in Dallas, Texas, and then we also met in Las Vegas the second time. And every time I meet this gentleman, I always learn something new, okay? Now, this gentleman has gone from $70,000 in debt to making $32,000 in a single day. He has cracked a seven-figure code of internet marketing, has gone on to be the top producer of his primary businesses. More importantly than that, he has a track record of teaching people how to have success on the internet as well. So without further ado, I want to bring out the one and only, the myth, the legend, Greg Davison.
Yes. What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are dialing in on this beautiful big blue marble today. How are you guys doing? Can we get some noise in the chat? Who we got on board today? Who's here? Why don't you go and say hi in the chat and tell us? We got Arson, we got Diane, Robin, and where are you guys actually dialing in from? Where are you watching from? Give me the city and country that you are located right now. So we got Arson in Sweden, South Africa. We got Dave from down in Wincanton in the UK, Malmo. Oh, that's Sweden. Gold Canyon, Arizona. Zandra in Florida. Connie in Kansas, USA. Man, I could tell you a funny story about a marketing event with some of my friends in Kansas with a possum that ended up, oh my gosh, this possum ended up running into the campfire and burning itself to death. Quite bizarre. We got Berry from Ontario, Canada. We got Chuck and Diane who are in, I guess that's San Francisco, California. Priscilla in Chicago. Is that near Chicago? Jeff and Kathy, good to see you guys. You're in San Diego. Where else? Who else we got? We got 24 in the house. Austin saying I look good with that headset and tiny microphone. Why, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Mandy in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We got Karen Huey all the way out in Michigan. Lupe in, if I pronounced that correctly, in California. All right, let's get the show on the road, guys. So is there anybody, so I don't have to kind of go over what I've already been over. Is there anybody on here who didn't attend my training? Like, this is the first time that you've seen me and heard me. Am I brand new to you? So that would be Arson, Mandy, Karen. So it's your first time. Okay, guys, cool. So I'll kind of give you the 2-minute story. I got started in the home business industry. Now, funny enough, I got started in the home business industry back in 2001, and I started online by building porn sites. Funnily enough, the story is I was a corporate executive for a big search engine marketing company in Sydney, Australia. And I lived out there for 4 years, and I ended up somehow looking after the adult and gambling division. And so my bosses flew me out to these conventions in Las Vegas and Miami to go mingle with all the porn movie stars. But I met a bunch of guys there because all the traffic was driven by affiliates. And you understand, in the porn industry or in the online adult industry, all the traffic is driven by affiliates. And I met a bunch of nerds who were making 200 grand a month from their bedrooms, right? And that was crazy to me. Here was me thinking I was killing it, making 4 or 5 grand a month. as a corporate high-flying executive. And these dudes were making literally 100, 200, 300 grand a month running on these networks of porn sites. So I said, man, I got to have me some of that. So I got home from the event and I went and got I got Websites for Dummies, sat there with a yellow book and Dreamweaver. Like there was no ClickFunnels or anything like that back then. You literally had to build a website from scratch and learn HTML and shit like that. I didn't have a clue. And I remember banging my head off the computer all night because I just couldn't even get one image on a page. I couldn't figure out the tables and the frames. But I managed to get it kind of figured out. And I started building networks of porn sites. And I threw a bunch of money in. I did a JV with one of my clients from work, and he fronted me about $3,000 in traffic money. And I had access to like lists of millions of keywords. And I tell you, you've never seen a list of keywords until you've seen a list of all the search terms that people type into porn sites. Like, I'm not even going to go into it, but it was kind of a baptism of fire. I spent a bunch of money. I made about 3 commissions, didn't really make any. Then in 2004, I got into a network marketing business with Herbalife. Who's heard of Herbalife, or Herbalife as you guys call it, right? And I went to this meeting and it was like, 3 gets 3 gets 3 gets 3, and you're going to get rich and make 10 grand a month. And I was like, man, this is me all over. Here we come. Millions of dollars. And for 4 years, I worked my ass off building a Herbalife business. Now, truth be told, I sucked balls for the first 2 years. Like, I was shit. I could sign a few people up. I was really good at selling the products, but I had this team and they would all disappear. And then I would sponsor some more people. They would disappear. And I ended up broke. And I remember one of the worst moments of my life was 2005 when my birthday is Christmas Day, and I was sitting on my doorstep Christmas Day, crying my eyes out because I couldn't even afford Christmas presents for my family. So if any of you are or have been at low points in your life where you're totally broke, you've spent a bunch of money on your home business, I empathize, because that was me for the first 4 years of my home business career. But then in 2006, I decided to really master the art of recruiting. And I became the #1 recruiter in the UK, the top volume producer in the UK. I was #2 in Europe out of about 500,000 distributors. I mean, get that. Not just a few thousand. I'm talking 500,000 distributors. And here's little old me. And I'd cracked the recruiting code. I mean, I was pounding. I was like a sponsoring machine, sponsoring 10 to 20 people a month. And back then there was no, internet marketing was just buying leads and dialing for dollars all day long. 2 years of that, I built this huge team, but I was working 70-hour weeks and I was making maybe about 3 or 4 grand a month. And I'd kind of replaced a corporate job working maybe 50 hours a week with a network marketing business and ended up working like 70 hours a week. And, dragging people to hotel meetings and doing home parties and crap like that. So who's been in network marketing and who knows kind of what that's like? That sound familiar, anybody? I know that Ace is nodding her head there. She's like, yeah, I remember those days. So 2000 and 2008, I looked online and it was the birth of YouTube. And I was astounded. There was all these people seemingly making ridiculous incomes on YouTube. Hey, Rich, by the way, am I kind of on big screen there? I can just see you guys. Okay, that's cool. And I saw, I don't know if any of these names are familiar, but people like Maria Andros and Dennis Carganelia, Jimmy Davis, and I stumbled across this mentor called Jonathan Budd. So as a 25-year-old kid who was making $50,000 a month with a high-ticket system called Reverse Funnel System. And so I got into that, didn't make a bunch of money. And then 2008, July 2008, I was homeless. I was in $75,000 worth of debt. I'd given up this really successful corporate career, and I felt like a complete failure to all of my family because, they had high hopes of me making a success of my life. And I came across this top tier, high ticket opportunity called Wealth Masters with a marketing system called Carbon Copy Pro. And I was so lucky, guys. I am talented. I'm not going to devalue my skills and my work ethic, but I was taken under the wing by an amazing mentor, actually 2 amazing mentors, who taught me how to make 7 figures online. And they taught me how to, number one, how to hustle my way in that first month to success. So firstly, I had to find the $2,000 to buy my level 1 product, which is a bit like the pro product in Super Affiliate Network. Did that. Fortunately, had a girlfriend with a 10K on a credit card. And then I got on a conference call and they said, you need to upgrade if you want to make a lot of money, and it's going to cost you $10,000. And I was like, shit. But my mentor, fortunately, gave me some tough love mentoring. And he said, listen, bro, I don't give a shit about your problems. I don't give a shit about the fact that you're broke, because the market doesn't care. Your bank account doesn't fucking care. The only thing that matters is what are you going to do about it? So I was like, okay. I said to my girlfriend, I was like, listen, I've made a couple sales. And if you can loan me $10,000 to buy this, event mastermind, then I reckon I can maybe sell one of those. And so she did. And in my first month, going from broke, I made $10,615. Can you imagine going from absolutely zero to making 10 grand in your first month? And that taught me a couple of things. It taught me that I could really be successful. It taught me that, heck, there's a lot of people out there that will actually pay $2,000, $10,000, even $20,000 for these products. I didn't have marketing budget, so I went and produced, I think in my first 90 days, it was about 70 videos on YouTube. I was doing 1 video per day. And I was lucky because it was when YouTube was just getting started and you could spam the refresh button to get your video on the most watched page. So I borrowed a few laptops from my friends and my sister and my mom. And while I was sleeping, I had 5 laptops just grinding all night with this auto refresh thing on. I'd get up in the morning and one of my videos would be on number 1 of the categories page, the most watched, and had thousands of views. I generated 1,500 leads my very first month. Freaking crazy, right? Just off YouTube. And then I threw that back into Google AdWords. And there's an important lesson here, guys. That there are times in internet marketing when you get a gold rush, and a gold rush is when there's a traffic source that if you just invest in it and ride in it, and there's one right now, I'm going to share it with you today, can completely change everything. So we put all of my money back into Google AdWords. I used to stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning to be on these web training webinars. I was in the UK, and these training webinars for the Google AdWords, which was run by a girl called Cherie Yvette, the urban cowgirl in Kansas, funny enough. She was the Google expert. And man, I would stay up and plow myself with coffee just to be on this Google webinar. So doing that, I learned, I got really, really good at Google AdWords, and then combined with my videos, I went from 10K to, all the way up to 20. And then my income jumped in month number 6. I went to an event. I upgraded again at the event. I didn't even, it was $20,000 again. I didn't have the money. I took one guy with me to this event. It was called David. And they did this promotion at the end of in the event. They said, right, and we're going to give you a $3,000 discount on the $20,000 package. Who's in? Everybody get to the stage. And so this guy, David, started walking to the stage, but I wasn't positioned, and I was like, fuck. So I just walked up to the stage. And so what I was hoping was that the commission that I was going to earn from his sale, I could somehow, even though I wasn't positioned, and he upgraded. And I as soon as I got home, I said to my sponsor, Maria, I said, I got this guy who's going to upgrade. Can you just hang on, and I'll see if I can upgrade. And then my God, it was so tooth and nail, like clawing and hustling and fighting my way to success. But I upgraded. And you know what I created, guys? I created a story. And that story was somebody who just didn't refuse to be defeated by his circumstances or his lack of money. Somebody who was willing to hustle the shit out of his family for money to, to be able to upgrade. A relentless work ethic in that first 6 months. And lo and behold, month number 6, I actually made $42,000 that month. I tripled my monthly income in 1 month. Christmas 2008, I left the UK. I said, bye-bye, Mom. I fucking hate this cold. And it's funny because I remember slipping on the ice and falling on my ass one day. And I went, I am never coming back to this country. I had 20 grand on my bank account. Went to the Cayman Islands, tax-free paradise. My income went from 40,000 a month to 100,000 a month 4 months later. And I cracked my first $1 million in 22 months from starting. Now, that's all amazing, but here's the thing. I was never focused on the money. I was so infused with passion because I'd been a broken, struggling network marketer, and I'd found this top tier, high ticket industry like the one we're all in. And it was because I'd experienced these results myself. I was sharing with others. I was sharing my story. I was taking a stand for people, not letting them go, oh, I haven't got the money. And I used to say, well, bro, you got two choices. You can either make excuses or you can make money. And if your brokenness is always going to be an excuse, then that will always be your story. So what are you going to do? You're going to stay there. You're going to change it. And I had like 50% of my team who upgraded. We went on to build this massive team. I created a wealth of success stories. Like I've coached and mentored no less than 52 people who went on to become 7-figure earners. So 52 of my students, among the thousands I've coached, like Ace and Rich, back in the day, actually went on to become $1 million. And some of these guys went on to become 8-figure earners. So, I can definitely go to sleep at night knowing that I made a fucking huge difference on this planet. I've changed lives and helped a lot of people to make a ton of money. And like Rich said, I became recognized as a really good coach, not just making the money, but teaching others how to make money, teaching others how to have breakthroughs. I have a very, maybe you'd call it harsh, but just very straight to the point, no bullshit kind of mentoring, where I will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And part of the problem, guys, is there are too many coaches, sponsors, mentors in this industry who are too frightened or too scared to tell you the truth. All right. And on the other side, you've also got a lot of coaches, gurus, and mentors who are just greedy, and all they care about is profit, and all they care about is their bottom line. So, I've seen a lot of people fail, and I've seen a lot of people just lose everything because not that they were scammed, but because they bought too many courses, bought too many products, weren't given the right advice, followed the wrong plan. And like above money, I always put integrity first. And this is a big message that I want to teach you today, is that if you lead with your why, which should be helping other people, and if you always put integrity before money, karma is a funny fucking thing, and it will reward you like you won't believe if you always do the right thing. So you got on this webinar or this training call today to, learn how I had success, how I created success. But honestly, guys, today is all about you. And rather than me teach you over the next, rather than me just talk at you for the next 60 minutes or whatever, the best trainings I've always found are when we get into the Q&A. Does anybody here follow Gary Vaynerchuk? He's one of my mentors. let's see who knows Gary V. So if you ever watch a Gary V keynote, it's when the Q&A starts that the shit starts to get really real. Okay. And so what I want to do today is I want you to come at me with your biggest challenges, your biggest problems. And let's do some coaching. Let's do some Q&A. And I want to really give you the cure for your personal struggle, because every one of you have a different struggle. Ace and Rich, are we able to bring these people out on mic? Is that possible? Or does that kind of fuck things up? Do we just do it, using the comments?
I mean, we could try, but I would use the comments just to keep it smooth, keep it going.
Because I would like to have conversations with people if possible.
Okay, that's what I gotta do. Yeah, we could.
It's your show, so guys, if you have a question, not even a question, but I want you to say what I want you to come at me and tell me what really is your challenge. What really is your challenge? Is it your mindset? You can't get out of that, broke mindset, that crushing sense of self-belief or lack of self-belief? Is it that you're struggling to learn marketing? Is it your money? Have you bought in and you're broke and you don't have any credit left or any cash left? So don't be shy, and don't feel that just because you've got a challenge that we're going to judge you. Like, I'm seriously here to help you guys. So let's see what we've got. So Mandy's saying, you don't want no money to be your story, but I'm just literally broke trying to get my business going. Took on an extra job to help fund getting this going. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'll throw in a little sub story. I didn't just get to success and it stayed there. I had a lot of success for a few years. And then in 2011, I met a girl, got married, was kind of the wrong girl, got divorced, and it crushed me. And I took my eye in that year. I took my eye off my business. My business collapsed. I went totally broke again back in 2015. Would you believe? Like I was really sick when I had to leave the Cayman Islands, come back to England. I was in and out of hospital. I was like suicidally depressed, and ended up kind of just surviving on the money that I'd made. But back in 2015, I'd gone broke again, and I had to climb my way out of brokenness again. But I did that in 2015, 2016. I became a six-figure coach. So, my success has gone like that. I've been from broke to rich, from broke to rich, and back again. So what do we got here, guys?
Greg, we got Tina Lavander. She put her hand up. She wants to come out.
That would be awesome.
Okay, let me bring her out.
Oh, and just before I bring Tina out, by the way, guys, if you stick around, I mean, this is going to be an awesome session for maybe the next, 30 or 40 minutes. But if you stick around until the end, I've got, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've got an announcement about a course and a mastermind that is starting in 2 weeks that you've never seen before, where I'm literally going to be taking a bunch of marketers for a fairly significant amount of time through a training course, literally teaching everything I've learned step by step to go from broke to seven figures and then broke and back again. So maybe around about the top of the hour, would you guys like me to share that with you? Would you guys like to get first peek at what this course is going to be?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Tina. Hey, Tina, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm just wonderful, thanks. So, Tina, tell me, are you a pro member, All In, or Maui?
Yes, I am a pro member, and I haven't really done a whole lot yet. I got a few little sales, My biggest problem, I think, is the follow-up, probably the emails and making sure that they're getting the emails, and I think that's my biggest problem.
Well, before let's take a step back before you go down a rabbit hole thinking that could be your problem. Generally, email follow-up is, while it's important, it's not the most important thing. Like if you haven't got a ton of traffic, then traffic is your biggest problem, right?
Right.
So how many leads have you generated so far? Do you know?
Gosh, I really don't know. I think it's over 1,000.
Okay.
That I have to work with, but my problem too, I think, is they're older ones. I haven't really. I was getting ready to start another run.
So let me ask you some pointed questions. Let me get some data from you, and then I can say, right, Tina, this is what you need to focus on. So you got about 1,000 leads. Over what time period did you generate that 1,000 leads?
Probably over the last maybe 6 months.
Okay. Have you been a pro member for 6 months?
Yes, I started out.
Okay. Where did you get your leads from? Which traffic source?
I went the vendor that I went through. Is that what you're asking?
Talking about, yeah. Was it search marketing, content, solo ads?
It was solo ads. Just
okay.
Solo ads, yeah.
How many trials have you had off your 1,000 leads?
I had how many sales on it? I had 2, I think.
Okay, so you've got 1,000 leads and you've only got 2 sales. Now, were you driving them to the video sales letter?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay. Generally, like your problem is not email marketing. Okay, the first thing that you have to get is a good converting traffic source. Solo ads, for the most part, guys, are very ineffective. Now, I know that there's a really good solo ad bootcamp in the pro system, but I hate solo ads, and I rarely, if ever, use them. So if you've got 1,000 leads with no conversions or 2 conversions, you see, my leads from my traffic sources, Tina, convert at about 3 to 4%. And that's even on the front end before they've had an email. So if for 1,000 leads that I drive, I'd be getting, I can't even work that out. Anybody need a calculator? Ace, Rich, 1,000 leads at 4%, what would that be? Well, I know 100 leads would be 100 leads would be 4. So yeah, 1,000 leads. So my traffic source for 1,000 leads would bring in 40 trials, which would typically bring in about 4 pro members and probably 1 to 2 Maui and all in. So your problem is not email follow-up. Your problem is actually getting a good traffic source.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
And like a lot of other people, you're probably stuck on that solo ad bandwagon, just trying to find better vendors and better vendors and better vendors. Now, here's the thing, guys. Solo ads back in 2010, 11, 12, 13, all the way up to 15, 16 maybe, were pretty good. But over the last 2 or 3 years, because of the tidal wave of marketers jumping on the solo ad bandwagon, most of the people on these lists, they're like dead lists. That these people are getting hit with 20, 30 emails a day with multiple offers, and that's why your conversions are poor. It's not that the traffic's actually bad, it's just with the dilution of the marketplace. You've gone from probably 2 years ago or 3 years ago where a solo ad, you could buy a solo ad with 300 clicks and expect maybe 5 or 6 sales. Not the case these days. I'm not saying it's impossible, and there are some good vendors out there that still produce sales, but it's difficult. So you need a good traffic source. And if you stick with me until the end, I'm going to be revealing a couple of much, much better traffic sources for you.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, email follow-up's good. It's, we covered this in the training the last 2 weeks. Important to get good at that. But look, Misha actually sends out broadcasts and follow-ups on your behalf. And at its base level, that's kind of adequate if you've got a good traffic source, but you just haven't got a good traffic source. So does that make sense, Tina?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You are right. I will watch you to the end.
All right. Thanks for jumping out. Appreciate you sharing.
Thank you.
Cool. Who else we got, Rich?
Yep, check it out right now. Let me get her back to the attendees. All right.
I got a good one as well that I want to really address, and I can't see the name there. It's Mandy Priano talking about not having money to bring in traffic. Going to be talking about that later on today, Mandy, okay? So I'll come back to that. Who we got, Rich?
We got Arsen Cabadoin. Let's see here.
Okay. Can we get Arsen out on the mic?
Yep. There he is.
Needs to be. Hey, buddy. Arsen, you need to unmute yourself.
We got him.
We got him.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing very well. How are you? Very good.
Yeah, I'm doing awesome, man. How can I help you, bro?
Yeah, my question was, first of all, I've been in Herbalife too, together with my upline in Super Affiliate Network. Mark McGarry, his name.
Cool.
Yes, and
you're next Kirby then.
Yeah, not sure, but yeah. So my question was, so I'm at the moment I'm pro level.
Yep.
But I haven't started working on it, so I'm a little bit struggling with the mindset issue. Although I worked a lot on it the last year, and there are people who are noticing my mindset, but I sense that it is going very slow.
What is your mindset issue? Tell me.
My mindset issue is that I don't have any experience about doing business or like having this entrepreneurial thing from my past before. And I have some couple big failures behind me. So I'm just a bit afraid.
All right. So thanks for sharing, and I appreciate your courage in saying that. Everybody started with no experience. All right. Yes. And I promise you there are thousands of 6- and 7-figure earners. Were we born with experience?
No.
Do you think that every one of us had to start learning somewhere?
Yes.
Okay. How much time are you investing in? I'm going to ask you two questions here. How much time on a weekly basis are you working on your mindset?
At least an hour a day.
Okay, good. What are you reading?
I am meditating for 10 minutes, and then I'm reading books. At the moment, I'm reading the Greatness book with Lewis Howes.
Yep. Okay. So you're doing an hour a day of personal development. That's great.
It's both mindset, it's meditating, but I'm also trying to exercise because I think
I understand. Let me ask you. So of your time that you're doing and this is huge, the time that you're doing your mindset, your personal development. Firstly, 9 out of 10 people don't do personal development properly. Are you just reading, or are you reading and doing action exercises and implementing?
I have done that before, trying to implement, but lately I haven't done it.
Okay. Well, okay. So that
like the implementation.
So there's your problem. Go buy a book called "Awaken the Giant Within." It's called "Awaken the Giant Within" by Anthony Robbins. And you want to spend an hour per day. Awaken the Giant Within. You want to spend an hour per day going through reading and doing the exercises. Like at least 50% of your time should be on doing exercises and implementing. Okay. Yes. So like writing out your goals, writing out what are my self-limiting beliefs?
Yes.
What are my personal values? And it's from doing that and discovering yourself and reading the book. But you've got to do it consistently. So it's no good like reading for 10 minutes and then meditating and then doing some exercise. Like
no, I do one thing at a time.
All right. That's the first thing. Your income will never exceed your personal development. So spend a lot of time on it. The second thing is, my question is, how much time on a weekly basis are you studying marketing? How many hours per week on webinars?
I'm not doing that because I'm doing more Herbalife at the moment. than actual like super affiliate network. But I want to do super affiliate network also because I'm a little bit struggling with Herbalife. But Herbalife.
So let me stop you, bro. So you
at least hour a day.
Listen, you came out here saying I'm not having success. How do you expect to have success if you're not spending 5 to 10 hours per week? Like, how do you expect to become a marketer if you're not spending at least 5 or 10 hours per week learning marketing?
I can say I'm doing a little bit about Facebook ads with the Herbalife and generating leads with that.
Yeah, but that's Herbalife. They're training as shit.
Yes, I know.
So I'm going to be honest with you. You're not having success because you're not learning fucking marketing, bro. Like you have to be spending. Let me give you some context. When I first started learning to become an internet marketer, I was spending 20 plus hours per week on webinars, learning YouTube, learning paid advertising, learning email marketing, all that stuff. Okay. So if you want the if you want to have an income like a doctor or a lawyer, you got to fucking study like a doctor or a lawyer. You can't like do a little bit here and there and go to Herbalife's bullshit Facebook training, which is crap. Do you get me?
Yes.
When you start investing your time in the marketing and increasing your personal value in the marketplace with the skills, your skills pay the bills. That's when you'll start to get results. And on the mindset, on the mindset thing, listen, bro, fuck what everybody else thinks.
Yes.
Like, why do you care of people's opinion of you? Like your mom, your family, your friends, are they millionaires?
No.
So don't listen to them. Right?
So marketing would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Let me give you one thing before I close this out. You 5 years from now will be a direct result of the people that you hang around with, the mentors you follow, and the books that you read. You 5 years from now, in fact, you a week from now will be a direct result of the mentors you follow, the people you hang around with, and the books that you read. Now, if you're not, you're probably not surrounded by a bunch of successful friends, right?
No.
Remove them from your life. Don't spend time with them.
I have already distracted many.
All right. Your business is fucking none of their concern, okay? What you need to start doing is spending all of your time on podcasts, listening to people like Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Tim Ferriss, and so on. So your 5 new best friends need to be millionaires on the podcast, in the books, all of the time. And you remove the rest of the bullshit from your life and your mindset will start to change. Make sense?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay, bro. Good to talk to you, man.
Thank you.
Cool. Who else we got?
Cool. We got
Sidar from South Africa. Let's go ahead and bring him out.
Is this my buddy who's emailing his list every day?
Let's see here. Siddharth Bawa.
It is Sidar.
Sidar.
Yeah. Here's my man. What up, bro?
Let's unmute him.
Sid.
All right.
You need, yeah. You're the guy with 46 leads emailing them every day.
Yeah, that's me.
Man, give me a high five. Give me a high five. I love it. Love it. Treating your shit like a business, not a hobby.
Thank you. Well, Greg, I'll give you a bit of context because Ace and Rich know me really well, obviously.
Okay.
So I'm on the Maui level with the Super Affiliate Network. I joined, I think it was 3 years ago.
Yep.
And I went on the very first Maui session. So I was fortunate to actually attend that one.
Yep.
Like all businesses, all people that are in this field, I had a few setbacks and I kind of lost consistency. You can ask Ace and Rich about that. I keep coming back. I think you've obviously addressed a lot of questions here, which I kind of wanted to find out about because yes, obviously personal development is very important. Consistency, I think, has been my biggest problem. And apart from the financial aspect of, obviously not having enough money, because being in South Africa, when you're spending in dollars, it is actually quite a lot. But I try not to use that.
Listen, don't let that be your excuse, because the great part about being South African is even though it's a fucking climb to spend, the beauty is you start making commissions and you're filthy rich in paradise.
Yep.
because when the dollar reconverts back. So anyway, I get it. You've had a bit of a bumpy road. It's been a bit of inconsistent, but you seem to, you're coming back. You're keeping going. So what can I help you with? What's your problem, or what's your challenge, or your question?
I think, I kind of answered myself, but I just want to get your insight, because I do feel it is mindset. I could do any system, and I feel that, it's not about the right system, it's more about the mindset. But I think for me, it's about finding a strategy that I can be consistent with. So just to give you some background, obviously coming back into it, I've got an agency that's
let's cut the background. We've got to get right to the point, because there's a lot of people on here that I want to really help as well. So what you're asking me is, what is it you're asking me? What should my strategy be?
Yeah. So I just want to find out, I want to do a strategy where I focus on YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Which is obviously presenting content that I think will be of value.
Yeah.
Because as much as I can't do a lot of paid traffic. So what I want to know is it better to focus on one strategy for a couple of months, build on that to the point, obviously, where if I'm getting traction, then, I can probably start learning another strategy, because you mentioned, obviously, when it comes to marketing, you want to obviously, learn a lot of marketing, but I don't want to lose focus from that aspect.
All right, let me stop you. So you should absolutely just focus on one strategy. Are you comfortable on camera?
I am.
You sound fairly what's the word? You sound fairly intelligent, and you come across well. I would just say go nail YouTube. Just start doing a video every single day. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later on, but it's what I did when I first started. I didn't have any marketing budget, so I just went onto YouTube. YouTube right now it's what Google AdWords was back in the day. It's a fucking gold rush, and there are so many people on there, and so many people doing it wrong. So many people who are just out there pitching, spamming, and not really delivering value. So if you can learn how to do a handful of things, deliver value, be entertaining. All right. You can't just hard teach, stand out from the crowd, and don't even look sideways at doing anything else. Because once you start diluting your focus between, past one traffic source, like let's say you were doing YouTube and Instagram. Think of it like this. Just think for the next 6 months that you're going to, actually you can do YouTube and Instagram kind of together. And I'm going to talk later on about how literally I spend 1 day per week doing my Instagram, and the rest of it's going to be mainly focused on YouTube. But master one thing first, and then once you've got that ball rolling, it's like it's like spinning plates, right? If you think about trying to spin a bunch of plates, you can't start spinning 3 at once, but you can start spinning one and build momentum. And then when that's spinning, you're like, okay, I got the thing handled. I've got my DMO. I know my process. I've got a step-by-step process for creating videos and uploading. I've started to figure out, there's a book you can get for YouTube, guys. It's called Tube Ritual.
Okay.
Go write that down and go buy the book. It's like, a few bucks, called Tube Ritual. And it's literally how to go from 0 to 10,000 subscribers, your step-by-step game plan on how to create engaging videos, a great channel and all that. I've just gone through it. It's amazing. Focus on that one thing, and understand this. To start with, you're not going to get a lot of traction. But if you did a video every day for 30 days, you'd be amazed at how much you start to see a trickle of leads, and then it starts to turn into 5 a day, 10 a day, and YouTube leads convert so highly. So focus your time on that, and game over, bro. And then once you've got some money coming in, you can reinvest back into paid advertising. Okay. Perfect.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, man. Keep up the good work with the email. Actually, by the way, on the emails, I know that you're like diligently emailing your list every day. I would say take a step back from that. If you've only got 46 leads, take 1 day per week. Let's say on a Sunday, you write 3 emails.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a job as well, is that right?
Yep, I do.
All right. So you haven't got a ton of time. So you got your job. take one day like Sunday morning, you knock out 3 emails, and all of the rest of your time, 100%, everything is on YouTube.
Perfect. Thanks, Greg.
All right, man. Great to see you. Great to see you working hard anyway. I love it, and I love the mindset. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. So Tina's asking, no, it's called Tube Ritual, Tube, Tube Ritual.
We're going to grab the link for them right now, Greg.
All right, cool. Who else we got?
We got, let's see here, Moses. And Moses out right now. There we are. You're unmuted, Moses.
Am I muted?
What's up, my friend? How are you, Moses? Where are you calling in from? Oh, you've just gone quiet there.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, California.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Great. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm awesome, my friend. How can I help you? What's your question?
I've been in this business since February, and I've dumped a lot of money. I'm an all-in member in Sand. I've hooked up with Ace and Rich, and I'm with them in PLS and also MLSP.
Okay, good.
And they're great. They're great coaching.
Yep.
But I've had a couple little hiccups. My mom, some crazy, some weird stuff.
We all got to cross the veil. Okay, so
yeah, I know. I'm not saying that's I'm just saying it kind of slowed me down. So I'm just trying to get back and focused,
okay,
and get going. And I think I just need a path to follow, and know what to do. And I'm trying to get that from Ace and Rich, and now from you here. And I want to stay focused on one.
All right. So are you finding?
I heard what you just
listen.
said.
Are you finding yourself kind of just confused and a bit overwhelmed?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep. It's and I'll do whatever the fuck it takes. I want to do it. So I just.
Okay. All right. Instead of addressing in terms of having like one strategy, so did you get what I was saying to Siddhartha? I think his name was.
I did, and I got a lot from it, and it was, so I'm gonna follow that information, of course. And
understand, like, just because I'm a huge fan of, like, I'm a huge fan of 2 free marketing strategies. Number one is YouTube, but for anybody who's just like, oh fuck, I can't do YouTube, or doesn't want to put themselves too much out there on video, get an Instagram account started. Like with Instagram, you don't need to be, you don't need to be out there. You don't need to be putting your face out there. And the great thing about Instagram is you can kind of get creative with words and images, and like that can be your thing. Like we built an Instagram account up to 26,000 followers. And it generates anywhere from 30 to 50 leads a day for nada advertising cost.
That's great.
What I said to Siddhartha is, pick one thing to start with and just focus 100% of your time on that. Have you got any marketing budget? Have you got cash for paid traffic?
No, not anymore.
All right. Look,
I got a little. We're talking a couple hundreds a month, and that's probably
know what? It's like, investing in all in is absolutely the way to go. And if it was a choice between staying at pro and actually spending money on traffic, or throwing all chips into like Maui or all in and having to bootstrap it for a while, that's the better option. So you've done the right thing. Again, like I said to a guy from Sweden, forgotten his name, Arson, are you constantly focused on your mindset as well, and spending time to get that in the right place?
Yes.
Okay.
I do it every day, at least an hour.
Perfect. Good.
And then I'm on a lot of videos. I'm going through all the training that Ace has given me.
Yep.
And she's testing me on it. So I'm going through all the training, and probably, except for the week that I had to go see my mom, 20 to 40 hours a week.
Okay, good, man. Yeah, if you invest all of that time with like a monomaniacal focus on one marketing strategy, or even 2, if you've got that time, you could do You know, you could do YouTube and you could do Instagram at the same time. What would my prescription for you be? Yeah, I would say YouTube and Instagram.
All right.
Okay, those are the stay off Facebook. It's just Facebook is more of a distraction than anything else, and it's just getting more and more crowded. And you'll get much faster traction with with Instagram and YouTube. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And I'm going to be sharing with you some stuff later on where you can learn all about that. Okay.
I'm all in.
Good, man. Thanks for coming out, man.
All right.
All right. So we have, let's see, Amanda Way. All right. Let's bring her out. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Amanda. How you doing?
Hey, I'm here. I'm doing well.
Awesome.
Hey, Amanda. How's it going?
Good. Going good.
Cool. How can I help you, my friend?
Well, I first want to say thank you so much for having me here. I love all of the information that you gave. It's great. I have a question about when you're building from scratch using a social media platform. I just started using Twitter.
Okay.
I'm all in with Facebook, and I'm using Facebook on a regular basis, but like you were saying, it's cluttered with a lot of people promoting any and everything, and I decided to go along with Twitter and start promoting the opportunity on Twitter. And I just want to know, when you're starting from scratch, how long does it take for you to build that audience to try to get about 50 leads a day? Like, approximately how many followers am I looking at? In order
let me ask you, where are you learning Twitter from?
I purchased the Twitter training from it's a couple. I can't remember their name.
Is it in MLSP?
Yes.
Yeah, Todd and Rhea. Yeah.
Yes, I have the training. I finished it. I'm all set up. I have everything I need to get started, and I'm just trying to really.
How many followers do you have right now?
I think 1,000.
Okay, it's good. Good. There's no kind of there's really no definitive time with any particular, like, I can't say a week, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I would say that with any marketing strategy, like, pick one and run with it. I think Twitter is great. I used to do Twitter many years ago and had a lot, like, we built up, it was like 40,000 followers, and I used to get a lot of leads from it. So like I said to the other guys, like, get off Facebook, okay? Your best bet is to just get off Facebook and make Twitter your one thing. Because Twitter's one of those things where not a lot of people are on it, like, compared to Facebook, for example. Mm-hmm. And if you think about positioning yourself as like a Twitter authority, right? Like, you're doing like 15 tweets a day and it's all value and you're delivering the right content, and then you build that. And then when you get some traction with Twitter, then you can start teaching that as a magnet to get people into your funnel.
Okay.
Right? So yes. The short answer is that there's no definitive time, but you've got to do any one thing for 90 days before you can truly evaluate any results.
Okay.
So my suggestion, my prescription for you is run with that hard for the next 90 days, like every hour you possibly can.
Okay.
And you'll get amazing results from that. And then not only will you get, it's not just about the leads, it's literally about, like, you becoming a Twitter expert, and then you can position yourself in the marketplace as that person. That in itself is immensely valuable.
Okay.
Right on.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Good to talk to you. All right. Have a great day.
Same to you.
Safe driving. Hey, Rich, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take a break for 5 minutes. In the spirit of productivity, you're like, what? Why we're on a webinar? Why are you taking a break? Because we'll take a couple more questions when I get back, and then I've got some awesome stuff to share with you. But work and I have a break. I work and I have a break, and everybody should too. So let's go take a bathroom break, maybe get a drink, and let's reconvene in 5 minutes, guys. Okay?
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Great.
Fantastic.
Right back.
See you in a bit.
Break.
All right, we're back.
Cool. Going through the questions here. Some good stuff. All right, let's get the show back on the road, guys.
All right, let's go. We're back.
Awesome, guys. All right, so now we got Mandy. She's next. Put our panelist there.
What's up, Mandy Priano?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep. Like a piano with an R. How you doing, Mandy?
Good. I'm so excited to be here. It took a lot for me to get here today with work and all. So I'm so excited.
Thank you. Glad you could make it. Thanks.
Me
Good
too.
for you.
So I guess my biggest question is, I don't really know where to start, but hopefully you'll know what I mean. I joined with Ace and Rich about 3 months ago with PLS, and life happened and things have been crazy and I fell off almost right away, but I've been back at it for about 2 weeks. I've been watching their trainings every night and I'm just like on fire and I'm learning and I just love it. But then my biggest problem right now is I learn and I start applying and I'm just like on fire. But then I have this big fear because we don't have really any money to be putting into this, which is why I took on a job to help do this. So I feel like everything I'm doing and I'm learning, it feels impossible. And that's like really holding me back, is feeling like, is this all even, like, I don't even know if this is all possible with no money. I guess that's my biggest fear and question. Like, part of me feels like, should I just give up now, or should I keep doing what I'm doing? I've built a small list of 160 people in 2 weeks.
Great.
So,
Wow. How did you do that?
I put off a utility bill and I did traffic, which probably wasn't the smartest choice. So I got some leads there, and then I was on Facebook. I posted in a group, and I spent like literally 2 days responding to people, and people opted in. I did get I've gotten 4 sales in 2 weeks. But you know, a lot of people opted in, but no more sales yet. But so I do have that small list, but I just feel like I'm learning and applying, but I almost feel like I'm wasting my time because I don't have any money to do anything. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know.
Yeah. Did you hear the part where I said, you know, for my first 30 days, I didn't have any money to do anything. In fact, when I got started, I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
How much debt you got?
A lot.
How much?
We're probably, with our house and student loan, probably 100,000.
All right. Pretty close to where I was.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between you and I?
You didn't give up.
What else? What's the difference between how maybe you and I think or thought? Like when I first got started, how do you think my mindset was when I first got started?
I mean, I don't have the mindset you had. I'm scared right now, I guess, but
you know, I love that you're coming out here and just bearing your soul, Mandy. So thank you so fucking much for doing that. Yeah, this is such a great question. You know, what do you do for a job as well?
Well, I work for friends off and on. I babysit. My friend owns his own business, so I work for him a lot. It's dying down now, but I took on a lot of odd and end jobs to help try and fund this, to start getting traffic and get this going, basically.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So you mentioned did you mention your partner? Or was I
partner? I'm married.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Your husband. So is your husband like supportive? Is he on board?
Oh yes, he is. Like at first he wasn't, but once I learned more about marketing and he knew it wasn't a scam, I explained it to him. He is totally on board. You know, he's like, whenever we get money, he wants to do traffic and he wants to do this. Like he is totally on board. It's just you know, I'm doing what I can with what I have right now, which is nothing, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so I'm so glad that you came out here and told me that, and then asked me that question, because there's questions behind the questions and questions you're asking yourself. This goes deep, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like opening up a can of worms. And I really wanted to address this particular subject for everybody. So guys, like, pay attention for what I'm about to say for the next 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to give you like a lot of context here, Mandy. Okay. The first thing is, like, is it possible without any budget? And the answer is unequivocally yes. I might sound like a superstar. To a degree, I am, but there are also there are thousands of people who literally fought hard, tooth and nail, Mandy, like bootstrapping their way to success for their first few years. Think of it like this, right? A lot of before we all became entrepreneurs and got into this game, we are conditioned to think in terms of instant gratification. Like, you go to a job, you get paid. Go to a job, you get paid. So it's fucking hard to put yourself in front of a computer for 10, 20, 30, 40 hours and not get paid. And yeah, you're always asking that question, is it worth it, right? So the first place you have to come from is, what's my alternative? Right? And often, as long as that alternative is far, far, far worse, like you have to make that alternative so fucking miserable, so unacceptable, like it's not an option. So the alternative is, and I was faced with this, the alternative for me was, well, I could go back and get a job and sell my soul and trade my time and work for another 30 odd years, 40 odd years. How old are you, Mandy?
I'm 29.
All right. So you're still super young. So the alternative for you is to be stuck in some shitty job that you hate, just working for the man, doing that for the next, 30 years or 40 years, or maybe 50 years, because the reality of the future on that plan B bullshit, or sort of plan A bullshit, which is really the job. The reality is you work your ass off till you're 60 years old. And then when when you're too kind of old and you're not as sharp as you used to be, and you get replaced for a younger model, then you got to go work in fucking McDonald's, sweeping floors until you're 80 years old and you die. Is that an option for you, Mandy?
No, and I don't want that for my husband either.
No, it's not an option. It shouldn't be, all right? And the stupid thing is that so many people just, so many people don't even consider getting in the game because they're like, yeah, I've got a good job, and that's the road ahead of you. And then they find themselves at 60 years old having to go work in McDonald's. So as long as you make that fucking scary and horrible enough, then do you not think it removes the question, or it mitigates the question, is it worth it? Because does it matter? Let me ask you this. Does it matter that it takes you a year or 2 years or even 3 years to learn traffic?
No, not to me.
Do you know how many, like in the wider scope of entrepreneurs, how many people start a home business, a fucking pizza shop, a hot dog stand, dry cleaning business, a little one-man band, electrician kind of business, and they're scraping by for the first 5 years of their life, of their entrepreneurial journey. And I have so many friends who are successful six-figure marketers, like making 10, 20, 30 grand a month and more, who for their first 5 years couldn't figure this thing out. Like they were jumping from one marketing strategy to the next, going broke, having to go back and get a shitty job just to pay the bills, and nothing more. And then figuring out, I got a great example. One of my buddies, Joshua Elder, spent the first 5 years of his life as an entrepreneur, bouncing around from program to program, not being able to figure shit out. And then he decided just to focus on entirely on YouTube. And now he's making probably 20, 30 grand a month, crushing it. But for 5 years, he made no money. So you sound like you're pretty fucking smart at marketing. Like if you're getting 160 leads and you're getting signups and stuff from Facebook, you sound to me like you're probably pretty good with people. Like you understand people. Would that be a fair statement?
I'm a people person.
Right. Okay. So think of it like this, right? Plan A is not even an option. So I'm going to do this thing until. Repeat after me. I will do this thing until.
I will do this thing until.
And that doesn't matter whether that's a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Mandy, as long as you stay, if you treat this kind of like an internship, right? Or just like I'm learning my craft. And even if I don't make any or much money for the next year while I'm learning my craft, like let me ask you this, how long do lawyers take to go to law school before they can even practice law?
Oh gosh, I know at least 4 years.
7, right?
Oh wow.
And in that time, they have to spend multiple six figures without earning a penny just to get that qualification so they can go teach law. So if lawyers and doctors and a lot of kind of high-end professions will go for 5 to 7 to 10 years, without making a penny just to get the pot of the gold at the end of the rainbow. Do you think it's such a hardship for maybe even the next year if you didn't make a dime to learn and not earn?
I don't think so. I just felt like I was doing it all wrong because, you know, I'm okay waiting to, like, I'm okay doing that and learning and taking time to build it. I just felt like, you know, I don't know. I just felt like with no money that it was impossible and that I'm wasting my time and Ace and Rich's time. I just have a very negative.
Listen. The greatest advantage that you have right now is that you're broke.
I don't feel that way.
I understand that, but trust me when I tell you the greatest advantage that you have is that you're broke, because it makes you hungry and it makes you hustle doing things like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and actually learning real marketing skills. And it's dead simple, Mandy. Are you in Super Affiliate Network?
I was. That's how I met Ace and Rich, but my sponsor left me high and dry. So I reached out to Ace and Rich and joined them with PLS. So for now, I'm just focusing on PLS.
PLS is totally fine. But listen, you use your brokenness as a platform to just grind and learn. Like I said, focus on one marketing strategy. You know, for you, maybe Facebook's where you're going to get great at. I don't personally like it. I prefer, say, YouTube and Instagram. But yeah, just 90 days, just work your fingers to the bone, get a few sales in, and then, hey, you're the girl with the story. You're the girl who had shit all money and created something out of nothing. But you said something there about your mindset. Like, if you don't focus on turning that mindset around, it's going to seem hard. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 things you got to learn, girl, is number 1 is mindset. A lot of time reading the books, listening to successful people. And number 2 is marketing and just putting in the time. So many people. I'm
writing this down.
Yeah, just put in the time and work on the mindset, and keep grinding away, and it'll happen. And then you just have that little breakthrough where, you know, you make a few $100 here and there, and you can put it back in, and then you can grow it from there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does that help?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for bearing your soul, Mandy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Right. All right. You there, Ace, Rich?
Hey, we're here, man. This is fantastic. You guys getting a lot of value. Let us know in the chat. You're getting lots of value. You guys watching on YouTube, comment below this video and let us know you're getting value. And this is the best fucking webinar you guys have ever been on.
We got one more question.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go one more question, and then I want to share with you something that you guys can get in on that'll pretty much solve all of your problems.
All right. So this is going to be
Mark Castillo. Let's bring him out.
Right.
Hey, Mark, how you doing, man?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Greg. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing awesome, brother. What's going on? How can I help? What's your question?
So I had a quick question. I actually typed it in the chat, so I'll probably read it off there. So something that I've been focusing on in my marketing is video marketing. I've been doing a video challenge. I'm actually on my 90-day video challenge right now.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I've completed a 30-day video challenge. I completed a 60-day, and then now I'm on 90-day. But I've been doing all that on Facebook. And since I heard earlier that you were saying that Facebook is getting crowded, do you think it would be better for me to just continue doing live videos on YouTube and just continuing it from there? Or
yes and no. It depends. How much traction are you getting with your videos from Facebook?
So when I did my 60-day video challenge, I generated like my first 2 leads. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot, but it was like, I thought it was something.
How many leads have you gotten off that 60 videos?
Just 2.
Okay. So not much kind of ROI, not much reward apart from while there's not much tangible ROI in terms of your leads, I'll bet that you're a much better video marketer right now than you were 60, 90 days ago, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you can probably fucking put a camera on me like any day of the week and be like, yeah, I'm drunk and half asleep, but what's up, gang? Here we go. Listen, Facebook and YouTube. If I were you, I would take all your stuff and put it on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. Understand that something going on, like content on Facebook is not really producing content, because even though it's up there, it disappears off the feed the next day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get a lot of engagement and views and stuff where it can stay up. But the difference between producing a piece of content for like YouTube versus Facebook is when you do something on YouTube and you focus on the SEO side of it, your content's there forever.
Okay.
And if you did like a 90-day challenge on YouTube, get that book that I told you about, which is called Tube Ritual, right?
Okay.
And learn how to, learn how to produce really good video. And you can do lives as well, but doing that over 90 days, man, you'll get a shit ton more leads.
Okay. So do I just take all my videos that I've done and then just throw them all up on YouTube, or?
How good do you think the videos are? Like, do they? Well, no, because the difference with YouTube is you need every video needs to have a topic. Everything needs to have do your videos have a topic and a theme per video, or do you kind of ramble about a bunch of different stuff on each video?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I started actually learning how to do keyword research. Right. And then so like I've been doing my keyword research. I have an extension that I've downloaded on Chrome because that's the browser that I use.
What's it called?
And then I just search for Keyword Everywhere. And then I also have vidIQ.
Replace vidIQ for something called TubeBuddy.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you use TubeBuddy to do and go get that book, it's like $8 or something, and then every video needs a keyword and a theme, and then go do another 90-day challenge on YouTube and like get back to me the results. You will see they'll be astounding. Like that's pretty much what I'm doing moving forward. It's just a video a day on YouTube. Yeah, easy. Stay off Facebook. Facebook is it's overcrowded, and it's just doesn't make sense because it's not long-lasting content. It goes up there and it's just gone. I mean, yeah, you can put it on your on your page, but the reality is that it's not out there on Google or anything like that. And unless you've got a massive following on your page, there's just no value in having that. Whereas your YouTube channel, you'll produce a video today, and then 2 years from now, you'll still be getting views and leads from that same video.
Okay, makes sense.
So it's a much better long-term game plan.
Okay, looks like I'll be focusing on that then.
Yeah, go do it, bro. I'm excited to see that.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Greg.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, buddy. All right, thank you very much, Mark. Cool.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. All right. Okay, Greg, the floor is yours.
The floor is yours, my friend.
All right, guys. So I'm sure that was like that was valuable, and a lot of you guys. Did you guys get some breakthroughs, some big ahas from there? Are you liking this? Was I able to help you shift your mindset somewhere, guys?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can I share my screen, Rich? Host disabled attendees. Yeah, you got to allow me to share screens.
Yep, I just made you host.
Try again.
Oh, I'm the host now. Okay. So, guys, we had, none of the stuff that I heard today was surprising or new to me because, for the most part, we all face the same challenges, and especially if you're sort of new in your first year or two, then you face the same challenges. So pay very careful attention for the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. So if you're promoting a high ticket offer or a top tier business in 2018, which we all are, a couple of you guys are doing, Power Lead System, maybe some of the lower ticket lower ticket opportunities, but it's still the same. There we go. then you're faced with an overwhelming barrage of challenges like, how do I get traffic that converts into sales? What the heck should I focus on? Is it solo ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Instagram? Let me just grab the comments as well. Q&A. I'm just going to put this over here. So a lot of you were saying that you were struggling to know where to focus your time and your attention, right? And you hear that you're supposed to bring value to the marketplace, but I'm brand new and I'm kind of struggling. So you're asking, how the heck do I bring value to the marketplace? I hear these leaders telling me to create content, but I've never created content. And I've tried producing a couple of videos, some Facebook posts, and I've even done a Facebook Live, yet I get no engagement and very little response. In fact, when I publish content, all I get is crickets. I'm spending money on traffic, yet despite my amazing marketing system, I just can't get it to convert into sales. And bleeding money in almost everything that I do with very little to show for it. Just move controls out of the way here. And if something doesn't change fast, I'm going to go broke. And that's what I heard from a lot of you guys today. Now, if you're nodding your head, thinking, wow, that sounds exactly like me, then this could be the most important video you watch this year. You see, right now, there are two problems that are crippling both new marketers and even seasoned pros. In 2018, we have more technology than ever before, and we have way more marketing options than ever before. The technology is supposed to make us more productive, and the marketing strategies are supposed to give us more options. However, the current technology is creating a tidal wave of distractions. And the 579 different marketing strategies is creating an avalanche of confusion. You know, doesn't it seem like everywhere you look that some guru is claiming that they have the ultimate traffic secret that's cheaper and converts better than anything else? Well, sadly, the distractions and the confusion is killing your productivity and any chance that you have at success. Little by little, every single day. Let me ask you, do you ever feel that you're bombarded with distractions, guys? Notifications, dings, alerts, and messages constantly going off and coming at you from every direction. Not to mention your friends and family who just won't seem to give you the space to focus on your business. And when you're surrounded by your friends and family, and often they're just constant negativity, like, when is that thing ever going to produce money, Bob? Why are you doing that stupid thing, spending all of your time? It's not even making money. And they don't have a fucking clue about being an entrepreneur. They just think that you spend time and it produces money because they're so used to being in a job, and that's the employee mindset. Well, we're entrepreneurs. But do you ever feel paralyzed, overwhelmed, and confused with just too many options on what to do with your time? And are you suffering from disappearing days? Put your hand up if you suffer from, or say, yes, that's me. If you suffer from disappearing days. Who we got? Like, you get to the end of the day when bedtime rolls around and you just seem to have accomplished absolutely nothing again. I remember my disappearing days like yesterday. So if you're going nowhere because you're overwhelmed, confused, and struggling in your online business so much that you're beating yourself up thinking that you're somehow broken, you're not. Trust me when I tell you that a lot of your problems are not your fault. The information age and online marketing industry has gotten way out of control, guys. And if you stick with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how you can turn everything around. My name is Greg Davis, and for the last 10 years, I've been obsessed with how to get more done in less time. As you know, when I started my online business back in 2008, I was in $75,000 of debt, sleeping rough, huddled around my life's belongings in a freezing cold, dirty, wet London doorway. Yet I was able to turn it around, making over $10,000 in profits my first 30 days, moving beachfront to the Cayman Islands, living the lifestyle of my dreams, and then taking my personal income to over $100,000 per month within 10 months. Just 22 months from starting out broke, I made my first $1 million in online commissions. But more importantly, I'd also empowered thousands of entrepreneurs in over 120 countries around the world, everywhere from Kenya to Cambodia to Alaska to Australia. Students, one girl from Africa flew in to be at that event where that picture was taken. So I learned how to become a very successful internet marketer. However, a huge factor in my success was the application of skills, techniques, and strategies that I'd learned from the world's greatest productivity experts. Within a short space of time, I became recognized in the online marketing industry, not just as the guy who had this amazing income story, but as a productivity expert. And this was the thing that I taught on stage in front of thousands of people. This photograph here is me teaching productivity strategies at a $10,000 per head mastermind in New York. So in addition to my personal success, I wouldn't say I've created, and I fucking hate it when I see people in the industry going, I'm responsible for the success of 5 millionaires. Like, no, you're not. We helped. But I have directly coached no less than 52 marketers that went on to become $1 million earners. And just recently in 2017, typo, I created a sales funnel and I coached an affiliate in a top tier program last year. And we did over $400,000 in sales in just 4 months. I coached and upgraded her team members, and my conversions broke company records. So from trials to $2,300 memberships, this one particular week, we were converting at like almost 44%. And those trials were free. So I created the video sales letter, the back-end follow-up system, the Facebook groups, the coaching system, the emails, absolutely everything from start to finish. And we crushed it. So what I'm saying, guys, is I had a lot of success when I started quite a few years ago, but everything that I've learned is timeless. It has worked for me time and time again. Now, because of my success, I've had countless marketers literally begging me to produce a training course teaching everything that I know. Now, to be honest, I wanted to keep my $10 million worth of knowledge and experience for my own personal team. Like, my idea was I'm going to come in a super affiliate network and I'm going to create an amazing team, and we're going to crush the leaderboards and dominate the leaderboards and run away with all the sales trophies and make millions of dollars just killing it with our high ticket businesses. However, that would be selfish, because my number one mission is to help at least 300 people, maybe more, go from rags to riches online this year. Who would like to be one of those 300 people? Say yes in the chat. Or me. Or hell yeah. Awesome, guys. So I'm going to unselfishly spill the beans on everything that I know. And I think that you know that I know a lot of stuff from the trainings that I've given over the last few weeks. So I'm excited to invite you. I'm fucking so excited. I really am. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to join me for the next 13 weeks, where I'm going to teach you everything I know about creating your dream lifestyle and making more money than you can possibly imagine with high ticket affiliate marketing. And let me give you a little bit of quick context. Like, there are so many courses out there on paid traffic, on YouTube marketing, on social media marketing, on mindset, but there's really no course out there. Do you know of any course out there that encompasses everything, that teaches you absolutely everything? And so that was what the genesis or the catalyst that, as well as just a ton of people begging me to create something, that spurred this on. So for the first time ever, I'm revealing my entire blueprint that took me from homeless and almost bankrupt to make it as much as $100,000 in a single month in less than a year. I'm going to teach you guys every strategy that I've learned and used to become the #1 producer in 3 different direct sales companies. I'm excited to bring you Top Gun Academy, your 90-day game plan to huge profits in your high-ticket business. Here's what you're going to learn. Now, guys, buckle up. Like, you're not going to fucking believe the content I'm going to share with you right now. Week number 1, the millionaire mindset. How to break free from the prison of negative thinking. How to break through the self-limiting beliefs that are holding you back. How to transform into the type of person who attracts abundance. How to develop unstoppable self-confidence and become bulletproof to your problems. And how to think and act like a 7-figure leader, even if you're brand new. Like, stuff I learned from going to events when I was brand new, getting around the 7-figure leaders. And I've kind of modeled this into a formula, if you will, that anybody can follow, even if you're brand new. Week number 2, productivity mastery. So part one, you're going to learn how to increase your productivity by 300% in the next 90 days, how to have energy all of the time, how to work smarter, not harder, how to eliminate distraction, confusion, and overwhelm. So many people spinning around all day, paralyzed by the magnitude of options out there. And I'm going to show you how all that can stop. How to develop a laser-like focus, improve and increase your creativity, and my formula for identifying the highest leverage activities in your business. There's something called the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto principle, which is 20% of the things that you do will produce 80% of the results. And I'm not just going to share with you my formula. I'm literally going to tell you this produces the biggest results. This produces the biggest results. Focus all of your time on that and stop doing this. So I'm going to break down the marketing strategies and business activities that will give you the highest return all the way down to the lowest. I'll tell you exactly what you should be doing to completely eliminate and keep down to a bare minimum. And then in week number 3, in part 2 of Productivity Mastery, working from a position of strength, creating the right environment. Guys, I built my first $250,000, my first 6 months from my mom's bedroom. But it was such a position of strength for me. How to create the right environment to work from. Developing keystone habits and empowering rituals. Your daily and weekly planning practice. I speak to so many fucking people who haven't got a plan. They haven't got a diary, that they don't plan their week. They don't plan their day. And I get it, guys. You know, a lot of the time it's just, you just weren't taught that. Nobody showed you that that's what you needed to do. So that's what I'm going to teach you. How to batch your communications. And inbox zero. Like, for the most part, I'm not even allowed onto Facebook until 6 o'clock at night. My computer blocks me off. Strategic time blocking with calendars and Pomodoros. I work in 25-minute sprints, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25-minute focus, 5-minute break. Building your business around your family and your job, and daily methods of operation, whether you're part-time, full-time, whether you got 10 hours or 40 hours. I'm going to give you a prescribed plan and an exact diary for your week. And all of the tools, applications, and techniques, tips, and strategies that I use personally on a daily basis. So if you want to learn how to increase your productivity by 300% in the next 30 to 90 days, so you can finally start getting the results that you want instead of feeling like you're going nowhere in your business. And I know a lot of you guys feel like you're going nowhere. Then I promise you, you're going to be blown away in just the first 3 weeks. Week number 4 is goal getting mastery. Now, before you say, oh, goal getting, heard it all before, seen it all before. Big reason many of you are not crushing your goals is because you don't even have goals. You don't have them written down. You don't have them that you review consistently on a daily basis. So goal setting with your mission, vision, and priorities, the 9-spoke wheel to create a balanced life. I'm going to teach you how to design your life with a goal setting workshop, how to get focused on your perfect days so that you don't get discouraged. Who gets demotivated and discouraged just a lot consistently on a regular basis, thinking, is this worth it? Can we get some hands or some me's or some yes? Yep, a lot of people. And finding your passion and operating from your why. And I'm going to teach you some of the big myths out there about finding your passion, because a lot of people are sitting there like with an empty blank canvas waiting for their passion to come along. That's not how it works. So weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4 are what I call the inner game of success: mindset, productivity, goal setting. And then it gets really exciting in week 5 when I get into bootstrapping your way to success. How I went from broke to $10,000 in profits in my first 30 days. The most powerful free marketing methods to launch your business. How to raise capital for your business. There's so much money out there that you're probably, in fact, definitely unaware of. And financing secrets of the poor but hungry entrepreneur. Week number 6, we get really into the marketing. Free marketing with YouTube. My 90-day video blueprint that launched my success. I went from 0 to about 2,500 subscribers in about my first 50 days. And that really catapulted me up to about $20,000 a month. How to rank your videos in a competitive market. How to go from 0 to 1,000 subs fast. What everybody is doing wrong right now. YouTube is such a gold mine. Even though it's kind of crowded, a lot of people out there are just doing the wrong thing. And how you can stand out from the crowd. Getting clear on your brand and identity and how to position yourself. This is huge, guys, as an authority, even when you're brand new. Literally scripts you can follow to sound like you're a rock star without lying, without deceiving. But this is what I had to do when I first started. It's kind of fake it till you make it. And there's a way to do that with integrity, without lying, where people will tune into your videos and go, man, this girl is awesome. Like she just reeks of success in everything that she does. Little do they know you're broke, but it's about the value that you deliver and the authority that you convey on a video. And I'm going to show you how in this module. Week number 7, Instagram mastery. How we build 26,000 followers fast, how to generate 30 to 60 free leads a day, automating your account growth, time blocking your posting strategy in literally just a few hours per week. My Instagram doesn't take any more than about 6 hours. And I can post anywhere from 15 to 20 posts a week. Instagram TV, the video, oh my God, Instagram TV. Do you know that Instagram now has a up to 10-minute length video channel built into it? So this could literally take over YouTube's market share. There's a lot of noise right now saying fucking Instagram is going to just crush YouTube, because YouTube are still kind of getting a lot of things wrong. I'm not going to go too much into that, but this is such a gold mine or a gold rush opportunity. And I'm going to be excited to teach you, you know, maybe if you're not the kind of guy or the gal that likes being on video, this is a perfect strategy to bootstrap for free to big, fast success. Look at this sky-high engagement, guys. I just swiped a couple of posts off my Instagram account, and you'll see that there's 727 likes and 37 comments, and then 380 likes and 53 comments. And I'm going to share with you kind of my formula, my templates, literally stuff that you can just pretty much copy, even if you've never done Instagram before, and run with and build a pretty amazing account that generates a lot of leads. Week number 8, low cost, massive traffic with Bing and Yahoo. In my corporate life, I was vice president of business development for one of the biggest search marketing companies in the world. And that gave me some expertise. And this is my golden goose that I really didn't want to share. But in the spirit of abundance, I have so many opportunities to focus on that I've decided to really kind of reveal my search marketing strategy. You'll see here that we're getting clicks at 30 cents. So I'm going to teach you how to get $100 of free clicks immediately from Bing and Yahoo. Getting 30-cent clicks at volume, so I can get as many leads as I want on a daily basis, generating high converting leads for $1 each. So you can get off the solo ad train and actually learn some real marketing strategies, how to write compelling ads, my entire keyword strategy revealed. Then week number 9, YouTube paid advertising. The YouTube Gold Rush and why you need to be there right now. How to create powerful, high converting videos without being on camera. How to write and create compelling ads and keyword strategies. So this is YouTube paid advertising as opposed to free. And I'll show you how you can work them together. And really how you can even start with a very small test budget for either Bing and Yahoo or YouTube or both, and how you can test $30 here, $40 there, find some winners that convert, and then how to scale them. Weeks 10 and 11 is conversion mastery. So converting trials into sales. Now, a lot of you are, I think, in Super Affiliate Network, and you may think that, you know, when you generate some leads and they become trials, then that's all you got to do. Well, it's not. There's a lot that you can do and should do, even when a trial comes in, to influence that conversion. Do you remember the photograph that I showed you just a few minutes ago, how we're getting like 43% conversions from trials to sales? Well, I'm going to teach you that strategy. So if you get a handful of trials, maybe 4 or 5 trials. I'm going to show you how to make a sale out of that instead of just, it not happening. So running your own Facebook group, getting your leads connected to a coach, converting back-end upgrades to higher ticket products. I'm going to give you scripts, emails, everything that I do, and bonuses and promotions to offer your new team members to influence that conversion. And then week 12 and 13, leadership mastery. Even if you don't have a team, everything I'm teaching you over the next 13 weeks is absolutely timeless. So you can use the stuff in the, the first part of the course to build your team, and then use these last couple of modules to look back on how to grow a team. So you're going to learn how to create a team of independent leaders, setting the boundaries so you have a life of freedom. This is something that I've just taught Ace and Rich, how to kind of delineate them or remove themselves from being always available to everybody and everything, because they're getting constantly distracted and back into production mode. But ultimately, guys, the goal here is to make a substantial income, whether that's $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, in as little time as possible, and have a fucking life, right? Does anybody here really want to work 60 or 70 hours a week, being all things to everybody? Like if you had a team a year from now, and you were managing that team and spending 60 hours a week just trying to help everybody, but you had no life, is it worth it? And I'm suggesting to you that it's not. There's actually a way to have an amazing business, support your team, help people and teach people, and have the life of freedom and travel and fun that we all want, which is what we want, right? How to duplicate your success, how to build a $10,000 monthly residual income by focusing on the right things on the front end as well, and how to build your business from event to event. So for 13 weeks of training, learning all of my secrets that have made me multiple millions of dollars in high ticket commissions, I could easily charge just less than $3,000 for access. Would you agree? Yep. People are saying, yes, yes, absolutely. So it's easily going to be a no-brainer when Top Gun Academy goes on sale after today for $14.97. However, for the first 20 people that register today, you guys get a whopping 65% discount with $1,100 off the entire course. Early bird members, and I'm kind of crazy for doing this because it's going to take up so much of my time. I'm going to have to do a whole week of coaching. But that said, I want to help you guys. And if helping you get started and helping you get more success means giving you some of my personal one-on-one time, well, I'll figure out a way to do that. So early bird members get a private 60-minute one-on-one coaching call with me. And guys, my private coaching clients right now are actually paying $250 per 60-minute session. So you'll get this for free with your course. So let's recap. You're going to get a 13-week Top Gun Academy course, learning everything that I know. Access to my private VIP inner circle, my private Facebook group, a 60-minute one-on-one personal coaching calls where we can go deep. I will diagnose your problems. I can overlook your marketing. And this is in addition to the Q&A that we'll have at the end of each session during the course. So you can be confident in the knowing that by the time you finish this, you will be 1,000% crystal clear on knowing exactly what to do for success. And you're getting that whopping $1,100 discount. Now today only, and guys, I'm not bullshitting when I say for the first 20 people, because I can't do more coaching calls than that. Anybody who goes to topgunearlybird.com, you can register and get everything for $397. And I haven't even released this course to my Facebook group yet. I have close to 200 members in my private Facebook group, and I kind of made a deal with Ace and Rich. I said, okay, I'll, because you care so much about your team, I'll offer this to your team first. So it goes in my group for $397 today. And Once those 20 spots are gone, they're gone, because I literally can't coach everybody. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited? Do you think that's a crazy discount?
I'm in.
Oh my God. Hell
I am
yeah.
in.
Hell yeah.
Can I hear everybody in the chat say, I'm in?
I know you're in. All right. So there's probably a bunch of people rushing away right now, wanting to get in. So you need to go and get registered on topgunearlybird.com. For the first 20 people, that free coaching call and everything all about. Now, you're welcome to join next week at the regular price of $14.97. But I would highly suggest that if you really are excited about what this course contains and learning everything that you need to learn, then $397 is an absolute steal. Let me see if I can spend 5 minutes maybe taking any questions.
Just letting you know, the frenzy has already started. We've got 5 already reserved right now for you, Greg. 5 already.
Oh shit! So who's so topgunearlybird.com. I do hope the link is right there.
Yeah, we put the link inside the chat.
Oh, you guys, the link is inside the chat for the direct link as well. So you can go to topgunearlybird.com, or you can go to the page that I just put up there. So Di and Robin, you're on the site now. Make sure you spell that correctly, topgunearlybird.com. All right, awesome. We got a bunch of sales already. Welcome, everybody. It's awesome to have you in. I'm looking forward to teaching you some stuff. Guys, do we have any questions? I'd love to take a few questions for those of you who are not, maybe on the fence, who are not piling in already.
Let's see here.
Again, guys, $397. It will be going up by about $1,000 or more next week. And if these 20, Robin saying, do you have a continuity income potential while we train? I'm not sure what that means, Robin. Do you have a side income while you train? Do I have a side income while you train? Robert, do you have a top tier program or a marketing business that you promote right now? You do. What is it? It's perfect if you're a SAN Pro member. Literally, from week 1 when you get in there, this is going to help you make more money with your SAN business. So your SAN and PLS. Yeah, I mean, from while you're training in this, everything that you're going to learn week upon week is like, let me give you an example. So week 1, Kathy's in. When will this start? Yeah, guys, it starts on the 7th of July, Kathy. So it's Saturday, the 7th of July. I'm going to give you some resources and some homework to do before that. But the first week is going to be Saturday, the 7th of July. So great to have you on board. So Connie's in. You got your receipt. Fantastic, Connie. How will we know if you're part of the 20? Well, if you go in and the link is still there, then you're part of the 20. So she's in. Welcome, she. I'm so excited to have you on board. We got Rena who's in. If the link is still up, then you're part of the 20. And I guess if I end up getting 25, then I'm just going to have to fulfill my obligations. Austin's saying, does it work if I know nothing about marketing? It's designed for you if you know nothing about marketing, Austin. It's specifically for those of you who are struggling with your marketing because you don't know what to do. Great questions, guys. Keep them coming. What else do we have? Austin saying, you joined and your adrenaline is skyrocket. My fucking adrenaline is skyrocket. I'm so pumped to teach you, Austin. I'm so pumped to, especially for you, man, giving you that mindset session where you can break through from those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Kathy's saying, why are you putting the ClickFunnels link up? Both links go to the same place, Kathy. So Top Gun Early Bird just redirects to that page. So guys, topgunearlybird.com. Moses is saying, I can't get into the site, but you want in. Yeah, let me just go click on Top Gun Early Bird, and I'm pretty sure it's working. Maybe you've typed it in wrong there.
Just tested that, Greg. It's working.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, thanks, guys. So Austin says, you joined just for the reason you said you were in Herbalife. Yeah, man. I love Herbalife and the products, and I learned a lot in the 4 years as a leader with that company, but it's not a great money generator. And it takes a long time in traditional network marketing to make any decent money. Robert says you joined. If you joined twice by accident, Robert, no worries. I'll refund one of those straight away for you. Raina says, holy freaking shit balls. I'm so freaking excited. Any other questions, guys? I'm pumped that you're all in and everybody's getting ready to get started. So, guys, it's going to be the 7th of July. I will create the Facebook group probably Monday. So look out for an email from me. Yep, the course is 2 weeks away because I'm actually away next weekend, but it will start the weekend after. But I will give you some homework to do, Shri. Clinton says paid. Hey, Clinton, man, I'm put my teeth back in. Thank you and congratulations. I'm excited that you're in, Clinton. Man, I got to be close to my 20 already, I think.
Hey, Greg, I got one reserved for you. Catherine Ann Clayton. She's on the way to Barbados right now. She's in the air, and her Wi-Fi is horrible, but she wants in. She paid me through PayPal, so.
She paid you through PayPal?
Yeah, so I'll give it to you.
That's great. Welcome on board, guys. Moses saying 7th of July, I'm going to All In Vegas. Yeah, I mean, guys, the training is going to be weekly on a Saturday or a Sunday, but of course you'll get access to the content just in case you can't make any particular week. She says, I'll pay you another $379 when I make in marketing. Absolutely. So Beryl's in and paid. Fantastic, guys. Man, I might be close to over my 20 here. Let me have a look. And I promise you won't need to buy any courses from this point on over the next 12 weeks. So rest assured that this has got you covered. Let me just check in my system and see how many we have already. So we got Clinton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh man, what am I going to do? I was going to offer this to my Facebook group as well. Shh. Well, guys, listen, there are 4 more spots there. So I'm going to wrap up this webinar right now. I would suggest that if you want to be one of the first 20 people that gets the early bird and get that coaching call. So Sopit is saying, actually, hang on. Yeah, if you want to get in and get that free coaching call as well, then I would go in now, because once these last up, there's another one. I got 3 spots left, guys. Tina is saying you're trying to get in, you can't. Hey, Tina, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to.
Hey, Tina, refresh your page.
Yeah, just refresh your page.
So that means if Tina gets in, there's 2 spots left.
Okay. All right, guys, I tell you what I'll do. I will, just in case you can't just in case you can't get in, if you just wait a while and then maybe hit up, or you could actually pay Ace and Rich. Ace, do these guys have your PayPal?
Yeah, I can put my PayPal there. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll put our PayPal there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just get connected with Ace and Rich, and here's what I'll do. I'll hold off from promoting this to my Facebook group for the next hour. I don't have an affiliate program on this as it stands. I've got to figure out how I'm gonna work this out next week when the price goes up, Kathy. But thanks anyway. I appreciate the gesture. Awesome, guys. So listen, again, for those of you who joined, welcome, congratulations. I'm super excited that you're on board. And I will look out for an email from me with registration details, and the Facebook group will be up by, I would say, Monday or Tuesday at the latest, and there'll be some starting resources and some homework to go through for the next couple of weeks before the course starts, okay? Do we have any last questions? I'll take one last question, if anything, before I go. Would anybody like to ask me anything?
Hands.
Let's see.
We got some hands.
We got some hands.
We got hands up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Earl Rich Steers.
Let's bring out Beryl. Beryl has a question.
Oh, Beryl's first. Yep.
Let's go ahead and get Beryl.
Let's bring out Beryl.
Let's see.
You have to do it because you're host.
Oh, you're the host.
Oh, I am the host. Okay, I'll hand this back to you guys then.
Okay.
Or do you want to? Can you take it back off me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Take
Hold
it
on.
back off him.
Okay. Let's see here. Claim host. Got it. Okay.
Okay, we're bringing out Beryl.
Yep, this is Beryl. Why is it not coming on?
Give it a minute. Yep. She has to accept on her end.
Okay, Beryl, you have to accept on your end.
I look like Gordon Ramsay.
It's almost time. that hairdo.
I know. Okay, we'll come back to Beryl. Let's see who's next.
Kathy Hurst.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. There you go.
I pretty much think I've got my 20. No, you know what, guys? If it's 25, it's fine. So for the remaining few, if you do want to jump on board, I'll honor the coaching.
Kathy is here. Okay.
Oh, hey, Kathy, how you doing?
I didn't raise my hand. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Just bring your camera down if you can, so I can see your beaming, smiling face there.
I'm homesick, sick as a dog, and I'm in my jammies watching this. I didn't mean to come out.
Bless you. Do you have a question? Do you want me to...
No, I'm excited to get started. My husband's away, so he's going to hear that I just spent more money. But I think he's going to be really excited about it too.
I promise you it will be the best 400. Literally, by the time you get, the one thing I can promise you, Kathy, is that by the time you get to the end of this course, you'll be like, holy shit, that was worth $30,000.
Great.
Right.
We're going to Las Vegas. We're all in. Are you going to be in Las Vegas too, or?
Is that next month?
Yeah, at the end of July. Ace and Rich are going to be there, I think.
No, I will definitely be at the Reno event in October.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm not sure if there are any events. I literally just joined Super Affiliate Network a couple of weeks ago. So no, unfortunately, I won't be able to see you in Vegas. But if you're going to be in, are you going to be in Reno?
Yes.
I look forward to meeting you there then.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for your business, and I'm excited to have both you and Jeff in the community.
Great, thank you.
All right, thanks, Kathy.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Beryl made it. Awesome. So let's just.
I was lost for a few minutes there.
Hey, Beryl.
What I wanted to ask Greg was, Greg, in 2 weeks, I'm leaving on vacation for about 6 weeks, and I may be in some areas where my internet connection is not great, but will that bother anything, you think? Will that be okay? I'd be able to work it out with you somehow?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, like I say, if we're doing a coaching session and you can't get on, then the replay will be there for you.
Well, as long as I have the time and everything, I will arrange it to the best of my ability to be there when you're there. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, brilliant.
Okay.
Look forward to having you in the group. Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm so excited. I'm bubbling.
Yay, I'm bubbling too.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. See you. Okay, let's put a bow on this then, guys. Any Tina was coming up saying she still can't get registered as Namecheap. Tina, go to the link. If you go to the link up that Ace and Rich put in the chat. Ace and Rich, can you?
Yeah, you know what, Tina?
We're gonna put the raw link up there.
Yeah, we're gonna put the raw link up, and just click the raw link right here, Tina. And it should take you to the checkout page. And
it's in directly to her too.
Yeah. Okay,
right, so
we have Earl. Let's bring Earl out.
Okay. Earl's coming out. Earl, you there?
Yep, we're gonna unmute him, and his video is dark. So I'll try to unmute him. If not, we have to.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, there he is. Okay, go ahead and ask your question to Greg.
I really didn't have a question right now. I don't know how my hand got up.
Oh, okay. You put the hand up. Oh, all right.
That was at the beginning for something someone said or something.
Okay, cool, because I am exhausted.
Oh.
All right, listen, guys, I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you for your contribution today, your questions, just even showing up to learn. Even if you didn't join the program, that's totally cool. I hope you got some value out of today. And for those of you who are in the program, I'm super excited to be teaching you starting on the 7th. And again, look out in the next few days for the Facebook group. There'll be some starting resources that you can jump on as your homework to build up to the launch. She asked one last question. Will you have time to ask individual questions during lessons? Absolutely. There'll be lots of Q&A at the end of each session. So it'll be very personalized. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. This is Greggy D. And this party is officially a wrap.
All right. I want to just thank you very much from me and Ace.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out and giving so much value and sharing your wisdom. We really appreciate it. And thank you. Go get some rest. And I'm sure we'll talk soon, bud.
Sweet. Have a great week, guys.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Greg.
Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us on Super Saturday. And we'll see you on the next Super Saturday. All right, guys.
Bye now.
Bye.